Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Zeth. Today we have a special video, and if you read the title, then you're already aware, but to reiterate, I am hosting a Persona 5 Royal Romance Option Tournament. In other words, vote for your favorite waifu. This is of course done in relation to my One Day at a Time series, but if you're not here for or because of that, don't worry about it at all. You can still join in and vote for your choices. It's an open community vote anyways, so yeah, do what you want. Before we actually get into the details, I had two scrap Tourney concepts, which I'll show the first one right here, and then this one right here. Now, I found that they were both kind of unfair in their own rights, and I really racked my brain a little too much for something so simple, which is what brings us to our tourney as it is now. Just so I don't mess up on the details, I'll just read off what I have written here. This is a single-elimination tourney, as there are 10 contestants, of course. 5 pairs will be matched up at random, and the winners of this part get to move on to part 2. Now this is where things get tricky and why I racked up my brain so much over it, as with 5 options left, one remains alone, typically. Now as a solution, the first or last person to get chosen by the wheel will be paired in round 8 with the winner of either round 6 or 7. Now both of those will be decided by spin the wheel, and whether it's the first or last person that gets put to 8 is up to you guys, and I will put a poll for that. In the end, round 8's winner and evader will then face off in the final round for first place. All in all, this tournament is going to be done over the course of June, with the first and final rounds spanning across 4 days, and the rest of them being 3. The winner will be announced on the last day of the month, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to leave the specifics of this in the description, but this visual guide should be easy enough to follow. Alright, so I've wasted enough time. I'm going to move on to our contestants for this tournament, as well as our first pair-up. And in alphabetical order, we've got An, Chihaya, Futaba, Haru, Hifumi, Kasumi, Kawakami, Makoto, Oya, and Takemi. Unfortunately, no Sai, as she's not romanceable. Alright, so to decide who gets matched against who, I'll be using the spin wheel and shuffle names 3 times for every spin I do, to make sure it's, fairly randomized. So let's spin the wheel here and see who our first contender is. Alright, we're off with a strong start here. We've got Haru. Alright, so let's get on to our second one here and shuffle. And spin the wheel. Okay, alright, this is going to be a really tough one to start, I think. We've got On here, and that means we have our 2 choices for round 1. Alright, with everything said, if you're interested in joining in, just head to the post or community tab on my channel and submit your votes as the polls come in. After each round, I'll announce the winners, and yeah, it'll pretty much be just as I explained in the video. I'll leave that in the description as well. So yeah, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share, and good luck!